Hey guys, hello.
Hi.
I'm Gedoni and
I'm Khafi.
together we are
Kadoni.
So today we're going to be talking about being a single parent. More so, what we know is what we have experienced is being a single mom. My wife is going to explain. Being a single parent is not exactly that you are not married or you don't have a spouse, or you and your spouse are not in the same location at the time of birth or at the time of raising the kid or raising the child or raising children.
Yeah, that's it basically. When our son was first born, I was essentially a married single mother, and that's what this video is going to be about. And I think some people might even be married single mothers and live at home with their spouse. You might literally be the person who does everything for your child. Your husband or your wife may not do anything. You may be the only person taking care of your child, and I would still classify that as being a married single parent. Do you know what I mean? But for us, it was really difficult. So I was in London, gave birth in London. It was a really, should I say, horrendous experience, but it was a beautiful experience because obviously he came out of it.
Yes.
But oh, look at you looking at Daddy, you're so cute. But it was tough, it was tough. So first of all, there was a whole situation with us. Obviously, I'm British, Gadoni is Nigerian, and I'm also Nigerian, I'm dual nationality. But I definitely wanted to have our child in London, and Gadoni used to come and visit London all the time. Like, it was never an issue. He always had his visit visas. But when we were about to give birth, I just said, hey, like, let's get you a longer visa so you don't have to come back you don't have to leave after 30 days or whatever it may be, and come back again. Do you know what I mean? So that was, I think, the beginning of a long wait. Like, it was really crazy.
Really long wait. So yeah, basically I wanted a situation where I don't just come and visit or just come and sit at home with my wife and my family. I just wanted where I could get my hands busy and stuff. So we applied for something longer, something more permanent, like the spousal visa. And that took longer, according to procedures, according to
it said it should take 60 days.
90 days. 90 working days. Yeah, that's what the specification
Okay,
said.
even on what I saw, it said 60 working days, which I think would amount to about 90 days in total.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like, so let's say between 60 and 90 days. And that's what they said. Even if it wasn't 60, maximum 90 days. And we applied for this visa in April?
29th of April was when I submitted the application. And it took way more than 90 days.
Way longer.
And trust me, it wasn't funny.
It was excruciating. Imagine, being pregnant, ready to give birth. And I was thinking, oh, my husband's going to be here any minute now. I remember going to, so Gadoni was in London with me for the first part of the pregnancy. And I went to Nigeria for a bit of the pregnancy as well. So we were together for some of it, but towards the end now, I was going to like antenatal appointments by myself, and I was like, yeah, I swear I'm married. I was like going around making sure I had my ring with me. I was like, I am married. I was like, yeah, my husband this, my husband. They were like, yeah, your husband. Like, do you know what I mean? It just felt a bit like that. But I think for me, it was crazy because it just felt wrong. And I think I'm speaking to any men who are watching this. The way you treat your wife or your partner whilst they are pregnant will determine a lot, because whilst a woman is pregnant, that is her most vulnerable time. Like, I can't imagine, like, that has been when I've been most vulnerable, and I feel like however you treat your partner in that period will determine whether your relationship will continue, to be fair, and how your woman will love you for the rest of your life. Like, honestly, because for me, that was my most vulnerable period, and I had always had this fear, like, I would never want to raise a child on my own. I know what my mum went through. I know how it was for her. And I never, ever would want to do that to my children. And it felt so unfair and so bittersweet that, hold on, I am married. And here I am still going through pregnancy on my own, the last part of the pregnancy on my own, and then ending up to give birth. And I remember I said at one point that, in my heart, I was almost saying, look, if Gadoni's not here for the pregnancy, that's the beginning of the end. And I said to myself, I would never forgive him if he wasn't here. And then even before I gave birth, something God told me to, to ask for forgiveness and to, and I said it to you that I said that in my head, but you know what, I cancel that in Jesus' name. Like, that is not going to be our portion. It will not be the beginning of the end. Do you know what I mean? I didn't even know. At this point, we were still waiting for the visa. So we were waiting. Imagine checking your visa application day in, day out, thinking, oh my gosh, is it coming? Is it coming? Is it coming? And then at one point, I just thought to myself, you know what? I'm not going to break my heart any longer by trying to, I just keep thinking. I just thought, for my own peace of mind and for my own sanity, I just have to tell myself, look, if I have to do this on my own, I have to do this on my own, And it was painful. I'm not going to lie. It was really painful. It was very, very painful. I thank God for my mum. She's the one who came through. Yeah, God bless her. Thank you, Mama, if you're watching this. God bless you, Mama. God bless you. God bless you. She's the one who came through with me throughout all of the birth, throughout all of the postnatals, throughout my time, when I came back home. She was visiting me. I had a few complications, so I had to stay in hospital longer than normal. I had to do that. She was there with me throughout. Obviously, my husband was there, FaceTiming. It wasn't the same, but I appreciated that he was there, at least in that way. But how can I just say, I can't lie, like the first week, or even maybe more than that, I actually had a really strong resentment to you. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was so hurt that I was doing this by myself, and I think I was seeing you, like going out having drinks with friends, and I was just thinking, gosh, like, I've just given birth and you're out there just having drinks with people. Like, it just felt very unfair. It felt very I just felt very upset. Like, hey, I've just given birth. My body feels like it's gone through a train wreck. Do you know what I mean? And my husband is out there living his best life. And I think even if your husband is present, you kind of, hey, baby, you kind of feel like that anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So for me, it wasn't funny. Like she said, I was going out. I can't really exactly remember going out. But
you were putting drinks on your stories and stuff.
I can't really remember going out though. But
okay.
I just remember that was the time I really wanted to be out there. I was facing fears. That was the first time I actually did an exhibition for my clothing brand.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was like the birth of something new. The birth of my son was the birth of our son was the birth of something new. And so it just birthed a different brand, hunger. A different side of me, different hunger. I wasn't even going out because I seriously thought of how my wife was feeling, being there alone and I'm here with everybody, with fun, having fun.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt.
That's how you felt. But it's not like I wasn't enjoying my time out there. It was a terrible time for me. Plus, I always had a dream as a kid to be with my wife in the theater when my child was born. I really wanted to feel that pain because there was a lot of times, there are a lot of stories where people tell you, oh, you haven't felt the strength of, you haven't felt strength until you have felt the strength of a pushing mother, like a woman that is giving birth. So I just really wanted to feel that. To me, that was how I wanted to see how strong my wife was. I know she's strong, but I just wanted to be there. I just wanted to have that joy. I wanted to have that satisfaction of that. That there's a word I'm looking for. Just be there. Just enjoy. Just have the pleasure exactly of being the one to welcome my prince into the world.
Aww.
And this was taken away from me because immigration or papers arrangement and stuff. It wasn't an easy time. Actually, till now, I don't think I eat the same anymore because it really just affected how I ate. I lost appetite for food. I'd rather just drink water or have drinks and just be instead of eating. It wasn't a pleasant time for me. And I just imagined what she was going through.
Yeah.
Because we had plans. We had
it
things.
all planned out.
We spoke about things. We spoke about things we wanted. Oh, you have to be in theatre. Oh, sure, I'll be there. Oh, you have to. I would like to welcome my son into the world. I would like to hold him. I would like him to smell me, be the first. I would like
skin to skin.
Yeah, the whole skin to skin. Enjoy the sun together, like soaking the sun together. I just had all those plans, and this was ruined. So it wasn't easy, but I just realized that we had to do with what we had instead of wallowing in what we wanted and didn't get or didn't have. We just had to make do with what we had and make the most of what we had, which was internet, FaceTime, calls, and all of that.
And thank God for this age of technology.
Yeah, seriously, I really thank God. And it wasn't easy. I could see the pain. I could see the pain in her eyes. I didn't see the resentment, but I could see the pain in her eyes. And she wouldn't see the pain because I don't know, maybe I masked things, but I just really was pained that I couldn't welcome my son to the world. I couldn't hold him and say, "Hey, son, this is the world. Is not exactly so beautiful, but we and you together, and by God's grace, we're going to make it
beautiful for you." Yes.
For you. So it wasn't easy, but truth be told, apart from technology, prayers, God, family, I cannot thank my mother-in-law enough. She to me, she's like the superhero without a cape. Like literally, I'm sure there's a picture I saw one time when I was much younger. A little boy opened the mom's wardrobe, and saw, in his mind's eyes, he saw Superwoman. He saw a Superwoman's outfit in the wardrobe. Aww. He was like, oh, he thought as much. His mom had to be a superhero, to be as nice and as lovely as she is, and as multitasking as she is, because she was always there. Yeah. So that's just how I saw my mother-in-law, just that superhero. And then my brothers-in-law, oh God, those guys are excellent too. So I just, it wasn't an easy time, but I'm glad we're past that phase now. And
yeah, because it was just hard. Like, you're adjusting, especially as a first-time mum, you're adjusting to to motherhood, and then you're now, you just feel alone. You already feel like, people know that postnatal depression is a very common thing, that a lot of people, even if it's not full postnatal depression, a lot of people will feel down after giving birth. And so to be doing that by yourself, learning a baby, having the sleepless nights, and I didn't realize what my husband was going through. I just felt like, you're not here, you don't know what I'm going through. I'm doing this all by myself. Yes, my mom is here, but she has work. Do you know what I mean? She goes to work as well. Like, I was on my own. Like, my mom, yes, she did take time off. Yes, she did take time off to be with me initially. But afterwards, and you have all the visitors, everybody coming to visit. But then afterwards, you're left on your own.
It's not the same.
And it's not the same. And then afterwards, you're left on your own. People come in, share their
It's like a wedding ceremony. Everybody comes to celebrate with you, and then you guys go back married alone. Just two of you.
Just you.
And then this time around, imagine a wedding ceremony where you go back without your bride or without your partner.
Oh yeah.
So that's exactly how it played out in my head. I'm like, how do we do this? How is she feeling? If you ask her, I tried as much as possible to stay away from any form of arguments. I made sure she was always right, even though she hated it. I just did it because I was trying to put myself in her shoes. I just wanted to.
It hurt.
I would never, truly, till tomorrow, I'd never understand what she was going through. I'm sure she would never understand what I was going through. But she had the pain. She had the results of the pain. She had to cater to our son alone.
Like, I couldn't move for so long, and I think I just want this video. It's okay here.
It's okay.
It's okay. If you want to hold him.
I just wanted to hold him. Yes, I want to hold you. I want to hold you.
I think what I just want to share is that if there's anybody here and you guys have just had a baby, try and be there for each other. Try and even if for whatever reason you're apart, be there in any other possible way you can. whether it's calling every minute. Like, you should have no other work. Like, you should not be off the phone for long. Do you know what I mean? Like, yes, if you're working, fine, but do you know what I mean? I just feel like you just need to make up for it as much as you can and be that person's support system. And I think for every new mum, you do kind of feel like, oh my gosh, I don't have a life. Like, everybody else is continuing their life and I'm stuck with the baby. Well, that's what I thought. I don't know if everybody thinks that, but I just felt like everybody else is there living their life and I felt trapped at times. I'm not going to lie. I felt trapped. But, and to be honest, I think it's only probably in the 4th month or so, 3rd or 4th month, that I actually just was able to be happy and say, wow, I've got a beautiful baby boy. And that's when I just really started just to thank God. But it took a while. It took a while to get to that point. But our baby is a blessing. And I just want to encourage any actual single mothers, if you guys are doing this alone, you are the real MVPs. Like, God bless you guys. For anybody who's raising children by themselves, God bless you. God bless you. And I pray God strengthens you. I pray God gives you everything you need, both physically, emotionally, and financially, everything you need to be able to sustain yourself and to be able to sustain your children. It is not easy. And for those who, you know, aren't married, but maybe your husband is abroad or away or just not present, but in mind, I really pray that, you know, God can reconcile that for you guys and that you can actually raise your children together. Because children are a gift from the Lord. Like, our son is a blessing, right? He's a blessing. He is a blessing.
Basically, this video is just to encourage parents that are raising or parents that have to raise kids on their own. You are doing a good job so far.
Yes, you
and
are.
And of course, I'm going to talk from my own point, which is the supporting spouse. So if you are, if you are a supporting spouse, please, I beg you, by all means, be there. Just be present. It is not easy to have this little human grow in your belly for 9 months, and then you eventually push them out, and then there is nobody there to help you with them. You've been carrying the child alone for 9 months, and then the child comes out, and then there is nobody there to support you. Yeah, family extended and all of those, they don't have the same sense of duty as you do, or as you, the spouse, does. Because, like, we're always arguing, trust me.
Yeah.
It's like, he's cold. She's like, no, he's hot. She's cold. No, he's hot. He's hot. No, he's cold. Trust me, I actually love this argument because it balances. It does balance.
That's a good point.
It does balance because
adjusting now to the baby being here. Yeah, go ahead.
So it really does balance things. So even you out there, just do what you can. By all means, do what you can. You know your spouse better, so just do what you can to make sure that they feel your presence.
Yes.
Just be present.
Be present, whatever way you possibly can.
Trust me, your spouse is doing the best for your baby. Your spouse is doing the best for your baby. Don't think, oh, because you're not there, your wife or your husband isn't taking care of the child well, or you're not doing, she's not doing what she's supposed to do, or what you would have done. They're doing the very best.
Yeah, be careful what you say.
Support, exactly. Just
because certain comments be like, oh, why are you doing that? Like, there's nothing that they are not going to want to do good by the baby.
As much love as you have for the baby, that is how much love your spouse has for the baby as well.
You're sleepy.
Are you sleepy, Bobo? You want to sleep? Let me carry you to sleep, okay?
Come on. Go to daddy. Asleep. And I think it's also important to note.
Sorry, Bobo.
I think it's also important to note that that even when you do then come together, there is going to take some adjustment. Like even me. Adjusting to my husband being here now. It's like, I've wanted this. I've been waiting for this for so long. But then adjusting to him being here now, you know, I have to let go of my son a lot more now. Like, I was so used to him being with me all the time, isn't it, baby? Holding him all the time. Now I barely hold him, and just adjusting to that, isn't it? You know, adjusting to that. I'm like, hey, I miss my baby. Like, He's right there, but because I'm holding him less, I feel like I go like the whole day. What's up, baby? I feel like I go the whole day. Come on.
He wants to sleep.
I feel like I go the whole day sometimes without even seeing him. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I literally feel like I go the whole day without seeing him. And it's not that I've gone the whole day. It's literally just that because my husband is carrying him more and more now. So I see him less. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's just interesting. And then you have to learn how to co-parent together, which, you know, I didn't have to do before. I would make a decision about, oh, I'm changing him, or I'm bathing him now, or I'm doing this now. Yeah. So there's both ways, you know, there's stuff to learn. But I just want to encourage anybody who is a single mother or a single father, or anybody who is a married single mother or married single father, just keep going. And I pray, you know, for families to be reunited, or for people to have, you know, those support systems, whether it is a mother, whether it is a father, whether it is your mom, a grandma, whether it's friends, you know, God bless all the people, you know. And when you have a child, has he pooed?
No.
Okay. Oh, sorry, baby boy. Whoever you have around you, just cherish them. And if you know a new mom or a new dad, even if it's their first, second, third child, just show them some love. Show them some love. So yeah, God bless you guys. Just wanted to share that part of our story. We thank God when the visa came. We were like, woo, woo! Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Back
if you guys want to find out a bit more about what it was like applying for a spousal visa, or what it has been, what stuff we've had to do, let us know in the comments. If you want to kind of, I guess this is us starting our happily ever after together, you know.
And so we'll keep making more videos. This is our first video, of course.
Yes.
And so, Chairman featured. And he's totally distracted. He's talking more than us.
I know, right?
He like mommy like son.
Hey.
So yeah, this is just to encourage you guys, basically, just to encourage you guys. You're not out there, whatever you're going through, somebody has gone through it, and like they say, you are going through it. You're not staying in it.
So I like that.
You actually are going to get to the other end
of the tunnel.
So if you are not reunited, if you are not united, you will be reunited.
Amen.
And so just keep hope alive, keep praying, just believing in God, and of course, by all means, communicate.
That's so key.
Just communicate, just talk, just be present, just be there, just talk. Don't hold anything back. If you need to vent, you vent. If you don't need to vent, you just talk. Basically, just be present. That's the thing. That's the phrase. Just be present. So thank you guys.
Thanks for watching, guys. God bless you.
And yeah, of course,
this is us, the Cadonis, signing out.
You know, the thumbs up.
Subscribe. Do all that.
Yeah, of course. Like you said, we'll drop, if you think you want to know about
our new life. This is our new
life.
life.
Of course, the process, the application process.
Yes.
Yeah, if you depending on how much how many likes we get, we will do a video to that effect.
Yes.
All right.
So here's to our new life in London. Welcome, baby. Welcome over. This is us. Woohoo! Bye.